Standing at 7'7", Manute Bol is still to this day one of the tallest players in NBA history. He's also one of the rare players in NBA history that had more blocks than points in his entire career. Unfortunately, Manute Bol died in 2010 at the age of 47. However, this wouldn't be so strange if his former college coach at Cleveland State, Kevin Mackey, believed Bol was much older than people thought he was. Manute Bol came from a family of extremely tall men and women. When talking about his family, Manute would say, "My mother was 6'10", my father was 6'8", and my sister is 6'8" as well. My great-grandfather was even taller than me. He was 7'10". Imagine that, that's 3 inches taller than Manute. His ethnic group, the Dinka, and the Nilotic people, of which they are a part, are among the tallest populations in the world. Manute Bol was discovered by Kevin Mackey, the former head coach of Cleveland State University. After recruiting him for Cleveland State, upon his arrival to the USA, Bol didn't know what his actual age was. Naturally, Coach Mackey made up a date for his birthday and said nobody knew how old he was at the time. Here's what Coach Mackey had to say about Manute's age. "I gave him his birthday because they didn't know how old he was. Bol had no idea of his age, and the kid who came over with him didn't know how old he was. Nobody knew how old he was." Bol didn't speak or write English at the time of his arrival in Cleveland. He improved his English skills after months of English classes, but not enough to qualify for enrollment at Cleveland State. What's even crazier is that Mackey thinks Bol might have been in his early 40s when he came to the US back in 1984. He never actually played for Cleveland State because of enrollment issues, but Mackey still to this day believes the fact that he was probably much older than his official age. Coach Mackey also said, "I wanted to make sure that he was young enough because he didn't have an age. I think he was in his 40s, I really do, but there's no way of ever really knowing. Every athletic door is open at 19. Every athletic door is closed when you're 35. He was probably 40, 50 years old when he was playing in the NBA." Manute Bol ended his NBA career with the Golden State Warriors in 1995. According to Mackey, this means he was around 50 years old when he decided to retire from the NBA. There are similar stories in different sports about players presenting themselves to be younger than they are so they get a contract. Nevertheless, if that might be the case with Bol and his age, it's even more fascinating he was able to play in the NBA at the age of 40 and 50 and still be a solid role player. He worked on his craft and is still to this day remembered as one of the best shot blockers in NBA history. Thank you for watching this video. If you enjoy our content, please subscribe.